one thing about Emerson Mnangagwa, unlike Robert Gabriel Mugabe, you would not hear retired military generals saying something about his leadership or decisions that he undertook. Which means as much as ZANU PF was taking the wrong direction, there was consultation, there was overwhelming support behind him from state institutions until he allowed his wife to step in. But when it comes to Emerson Mnangagwa, that is not what is happening. Even the retired Central Intelligence Organization officers, they are speaking against Emerson Mnangagwa, and one of the retired DIO who has been actually speaking at length about the behavior of Emerson Mnangagwa and those around him is none other than retired DIO Shepherd Mbesu. He has written quite not too much regarding Ziyambi, reprimanding him, in fact calling him the mouthpiece for illegality and the architect of constitutional abuse and a true master of legal deceit. This is the strong language that was used by him against Ziyambi, and we know that Ziyambi is the runner for Emerson Mnangagwa when it comes to illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. So this is what he has written. He says Ziyambi has now removed all pretense. The Constitution of Zimbabwe is no longer about the people but about party power. And we've heard the video that I actually did analyze the video that was circulating online during the ZANU PF youth program, where Ziyambi was updating Emerson Mnangagwa with regards to the progress he has made in making sure that Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026 is being implemented, saying the party should take center stage rather than the nation, as well as also the constitution. So it goes on to say, Ziyambi has now removed all pretense. The Constitution of Zimbabwe is no longer about the people but about the party power. When a justice minister openly declares that party position overrides constitutional principle, you are no longer dealing with governance. You are dealing with institutionalized abuse and state capture. Let's call it what it is, a calculated assault on the 2013 Constitution, beyond by his manufactured 2/3 majority in Parliament. ED is using Ziyambi to force through changes that have no public mandate, no referendum, no consultation, no transparency, and now no secret ballot for Parliament as well because fear is his primary tool of control. It says Togare PP, this is not lawmaking, this is political coercion. The refusal to allow MPs and secret ballot is deliberate. It is meant to expose, intimidate, and punish anyone who dares think independently. Parliament is being reduced to a theater of compliance. Exactly. You know, I was thinking if the whole Minister of Justice, this is the Minister of Justice, by the way, who is supposed to deliver justice to the citizens of Zimbabwe, can stand and say, no, don't fear in Parliament. We will not allow members of Parliament to exercise their conscience and vote with their conscience. They are going to be whipped. This is what he said. He said they are going to be whipped, which means they are going to be forced. He even defined his understanding of calling him a cheap whip, that he uses a whip. Togarepi will use a whip to actually force the members of Parliament to vote in an expected manner, saying selling out would not be an option, because this is what they are going to do. They are going to force them to vote for this constitutional amendment bill number 3 by scrapping out public vote secret vote, rather, by scraping out members of parliament to vote secretly, and forcing them to vote publicly. So he says this is not lawmaking, this is political coercion. The refusal to allow MPs a secret ballot is deliberate. It is meant to expose, intimidate, and punish anyone who dares think independently. Parliament is being reduced to a theater of compliance. Don't forget, looming over all of this are serious unanswered questions about the reported 200 million allegedly channeled to Ziyambi under legal fees. Zimbabweans are entitled to know who was paid, for what purpose, and how much more was deployed to neutralize resistance across the political and security landscape. This is not a reform, it is capture. From blocking citizens' meetings, silencing dissent, and now forcing MPs into submission, the entire Constitutional Amendment Bill 3 process has been about one thing only: power securing itself at any cost. As one frustrated citizen put it, if everything is taken by force, there is nothing truly, in fact, if everything is taken by force, then nothing truly belongs to Zimbabweans anymore. Constitutional Amendment Bill 3 marks the sad end of the Zimbabwe that many fought and died for. Constitutional Amendment Bill 3 is all about a system where Parliament no longer represents the people but the dictates of a political elite, where constitutional change is not driven by national consensus but by fear and control. A constitution rewritten through intimidation is not law, it is imposition, and no amount of coerced parliamentary numbers can manufacture legitimacy where none exists. Zimbabwe is being asked to accept rule by directive, not rule of law. That must be rejected. So this is what the retired DIO, in fact, that is Shepherd Mpeswe, has actually written, and you would not believe that this is coming from a retired Central Intelligence Organization, DIO, which has been known for notorious activities, but they are standing up, which means the level at which Emmerson Mnangagwa is operating and the direction in which he is taking the country to, it is not appreciated even by the people that are supposed to be behind him and actually clapping hands for him. They are saying, no, you are taking the country in the wrong direction. Mnangagwa has no support. Blessed has actually said that you, Mnangagwa, you will realize that you are not supported, especially when we do remove you. And it will be proven beyond reasonable doubt that when Mnangagwa is removed, unlike Robert Gabriel Mugabe, when he was removed, he was supported. You know that ZANU PF consists of opportunists. There were many opportunists who were supported, wholeheartedly supporting him. And the situation by then, people were not forced. When Grace Mugabe was going around crisscrossing the country, whipping Mnangagwa, some military generals, and all those were on his side. They were not forcing people like what Mnangagwa is doing. Mnangagwa, even if you are quiet, you become a suspect. to him. Remember, this is a person who usurped power unconstitutionally. Through a military coup. So you don't expect such person to be settled at all and to be trusting people around him. And from the look of things, no one now trusts Mnangagwa. No one now believes in Emmerson Mnangagwa, especially those who have, if those who have retired from the CIO and military speak in such a manner, then what about those who are in active service? And taking into consideration the document, the secret documents they are actually asked to sign by the state, and risking it all to speak in such a manner, it shows that we have got an administration that has crossed many red lines. And it can point to one direction, that it is crumbling. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okanqubumhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I give you more